Okay, so let's talk about more stuff then. This time, like hobbies and things that I've been getting into. I'm just gonna lay on the floor because there's no real chairs up here except for that stool. And if it looks messy, it's because it is. That's my sewing station, and if you have anyone in your family who sews, actually, no, I don't really need to preface that because anyone who has anyone in their family who sews knows. But if you don't have anyone in your family, or if you don't sew yourself, or don't have anyone in your family who sews, then you have no idea the level of mess that doing anything with needles and threads and sewing machines and pins and did I mention needles can havoc, wreak, rot, something. Words. So let's you might have noticed that, yes, I've been reading aloud a lot, something that you might not know about me, although if you've been following along, you know about me now, is that I love reading out loud. One of the things is it helps me figure out how to talk, like how to say things myself. By reading out loud, it's like getting familiar with words. And I'm very familiar with a lot of words. You know, I've always had a large vocabulary in two languages, smaller in one than the other, of course. But you get tripped up when you switch back and forth, or you haven't thought of something like a concept in the other language that you've communicated fluently in another, like in whatever. But where was I going with that? Sewing, mess, languages. It doesn't add up. But that's okay. I'm tired, but my brain is just going. So we're just gonna go with it. Oh yeah, reading. So I love reading out loud. It's so much fun to me. Even if I'm by myself, I will I will toy with the words, not necessarily sound them out because I know the words usually. But not everybody knows all the words ever. So, anyway, I will toy with them. I will say them in different accents. I will figure out how people local to me say them, and different things like that. I say words in kind of a unique way, having been born in Brazil and then growing up in an English-speaking country with a heavily British influence, and particularly a heavy Cockney influence. I'm talking about Australia, of course. And so I have a very unique way of speaking, and as I get more tired, the more the newer stuff is probably gonna drop, but that's fine too. It's all me, it's all real. I've just had a lot of different influences in my life that influence the way that I talk. So, words, I love reading. Another thing that you will have noticed, although it's been a couple of months now, or a month maybe, a couple of months, I think, since I've uploaded another video, is guitar. I've been playing the guitar. I'm still practicing once every couple of days, and that's nice. It's such a zen moment. Even if I'm not any good, I'm like, hey, I think I'm getting better. But getting comfortable with that, which was a big, kind of a big deal for me, because I wanted to learn the guitar when I was 12 or 14, and I got one for like birthday or Christmas or something, and it was huge. I was like, how do I wrap my arms around the hands? Arms too, like it was huge. And I was a little bit intimidated by it. And when I went to lessons, they taught me a couple of chords, and I forgot them immediately. I'm like, there's too much going on here. And I was already familiar with music theory from learning piano, so like if someone could have just transposed for me, it would have made more sense to me and I would have remembered things better, but you know, it just didn't happen that way. You know, everyone has their method and everyone's different and everyone learns different, so it's fine. But my friend Brittany gave me her ukulele a few years ago, and I had been playing with that, and I was really pleased by how easily I picked it up, and how easily I started playing, and I could just look up chords on online for ukulele and learn them, and it got me really familiar with playing, you know, chords in this frame rather than in this, you know, frame. And after I got comfortable enough with that, I started getting bored, and I was like, you know, I'm not playing it anymore, and I think I'm not playing it because I'm no longer feeling stimulated by it. So, yeah, I was like, I need a guitar. What's 2 more strings? I've already learned 4. Granted, the tuning is different, but, like, I've already gotten my, you know, and it was like, it was easy from that point on to just wrap my mind around the guitar. You know, granted, I started out holding it wrong, wearing the strap wrong. You know, I was still figuring out where to put the emphasis, where to play the notes. And I'm still figuring that out, and I don't think anyone ever stops figuring that out, you know, whether it's a new song that they've written themselves, or whether it's a new song that they're learning that, you know, is popular or that someone else wrote. I don't know what I'm talking about. I only just started, but it's fun. It's a hobby that I've started, and I'm really, really enjoying it. Getting all up in my feelings and, you know, thinking of things, and yeah. So that's fun. What else have I been doing? Oh yeah, I started a Twitter account today. I kind of got scared when I first had a Twitter account. I was like, oh god, people are judging me. And I was also in kind of a bad place mentally. Back at that time, I had just moved to the United States. My entire life had changed. Prior to that, you know, I was trying to recover from, like, a traumatic experience. And it's one of the reasons I was never comfortable recording myself or putting myself out there in any kind of real way. And, you know, over the years, I picked up Facebook, deleted Facebook, deactivated my account, made a new one, done all these things because I was scared. And, you know, I wasn't scared of, like, anything specific. I was just recovering from trauma. And, you know, oh man, I was embarrassed of myself and my videos and my thoughts. But you know why? It's because I was told to be embarrassed. And we all are from a young age. We're told to sit down, be quiet, behave ourselves, and be ashamed of ourselves. And then we get to like 30 and we're like, oh, psh, I'm okay. And that is one of the best things that can happen, I think. Get through the awkward stages and just get to where you don't give a shit. Oh, here we go, I'm on that again. Let's dial it back. Let's see, growing up, guitar, what was I talking about? I don't know, I don't care. Just, this thing, hobbies. What else? Oh yeah, Twitter. Okay. And it's fun. I've been connecting with people, and so that's kind of fun. I also, my day job, if you don't know, if you know me, you know, because I haven't shut up about it since I started school for it, but I'm a massage therapist, and that is my day job. And I did start another YouTube channel specifically for massage therapy, and I have plans for that. But my thing is, I'm trying to, well, I say trying to loosely. I am thinking about, I have planned different theme videos about massage therapy and the massage industry, but I am thinking about, I want a space in which to set up my massage table and, discuss these things with these, in this instance, in those videos, my massage table would essentially be a prop, for, just for the video to, I don't have a dedicated office, I don't have a home, studio or anything. I work for someone else, and I love my job, but for these videos, I would not want to take my phone into the massage rooms at work, because that raises questions about, phone policies and client privacy and stuff. Not that I ever have my phone in the massage room when I'm working, but this would be a strictly video discussion thing. So that's another thing that I am planning. The healing arts are kind of another hobby of mine, as well as my profession now. And for the past 2 years, it has been my profession. And I'm really, really proud of myself. I've accomplished a lot. And, I have a lot of plans and very little execution. And that's probably a problem a lot of people face, actually. I probably, don't need to feel badly about that, but, everyone has their talents, and mine tends to be in the planning, but when it comes to executing the plan itself, I'm but that also frustrates me, because when I do get down and do something, I have thought about it for a very long time, and to people not in the loop with me, it appears impulsive, and it's really not. It's I've thought about it, I've done a lot of research, and then all of a sudden I'm doing this thing and people are like, oh wow, that's really impulsive, what are you doing? I'm like, it's not though. But they are not in my head with me. I don't discuss a lot of my plans, and I want to change that a little bit. I want to discuss my plans, because it really helps, both in my communication and also in achieving these goals. Like, nobody can do it alone. We need people. We need community, and all our lives we are told to be independent individuals and, self-sufficient and self-reliant. And I read this quote recently, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a meme, but it really touched me. And it said, when we are young, when we are babies, we need people to take care of us. And when we are very old, we also need people to take care of us. But what nobody tells you is the time in between, when we are growing, when we are, living our lives, we still need people to take care of us. And to take care of others, of course. Like, we need to take care of, we need that community. We need that. We need validation. Having validation is a human thing. There's nothing wrong with that. And we need support. We need, so many things that we can only get from a community. And that's my goal for the next, decade. Out of many, many goals, including, activism goals and environmental goals and zero waste goals. A big goal of mine is building my community. And not like, oh, I'm a personality and I'm the leader of this, group or community or whatever, but, a real, I want friends that, go to each other's houses and bring food and, help clean up, really casual and tight friendships who, that are, comfortable in each other's homes and trusted, and, I feel like that's a really important part of humanity, that today's culture, and I'm wording this very carefully for a reason, because today's culture is not humanity's culture. Today's culture is very, very desperate and very, very isolated, and we're getting more and more isolated. But today's culture has us all isolated. I'm still, adjacent to my train of thought, but I think I hopped off a minute ago. But you know what? It's 1:30, so I don't care. So I'm gonna get off here, and I'll see you all again soon. I'll be finishing up chapter 3 of Mists of Avalon tomorrow, and who knows, I might play you a little something on the guitar. Bye guys and girls, and I amended myself because I'm trying not to use guys as a term, as a colloquial term. I'm just aware of it. But what I just did is not enough. So, thinking about that. Goodbye, folks. Goodbye, my perpetually exhausted penguins. Alright, I'm out.